Did you know that around 3% of the global population is classified as one of the most intellectual and innovative personality types, known as the thinkers or the architects in the Myers-Briggs framework? These individuals are celebrated for their logical minds, unique perspectives, and passion for knowledge. Famous personalities like Albert Einstein and Bill Gates exemplify the brilliance and creativity associated with this type. However, understanding these thinkers' unique characteristics can be essential for building stronger relationships with them and avoiding certain conversational pitfalls that may frustrate or alienate them. In this video, we'll explore 7 things you should never say to them, phrases that can trigger irritation or discomfort, and ways to foster more effective communication. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like this video if you find it valuable. This easiest ways to frustrate these thinkers is by using a phrase like, "just do it because I said so." This goes against their need for logical reasoning and clear explanations behind actions. They have a strong preference for understanding the why behind any directive or decision, and when this is absent, they can become disengaged or irritated. Authority and rules don't hold much weight for them without a logical foundation. For example, famous figures like Abraham Lincoln, who shared similar traits, are remembered for challenging norms and authorities, pursuing their values instead of merely complying. For them, personal morals and logical reasoning are more compelling than blind obedience. When asked to do something without a clear rationale, they may feel dismissed, leading to frustration. Providing context and explaining decisions can help avoid misunderstandings and foster more respectful communication. Suggesting that an INTP should be more spontaneous can be unhelpful and even frustrating for them. They thrive on structure and logical reasoning, often preferring to analyze situations before making decisions. When you encourage them to just go with the flow, it can make them feel misunderstood and pressured to abandon their natural inclination for planning. Instead of pushing for spontaneity, consider using alternative phrases that respect their need for organization. You might say, "How about we explore some options together?" Or "Let's plan a few possibilities and see where it takes us." This way, you acknowledge their analytical nature while still inviting them to engage in new experiences. By doing so, you create a more comfortable space for them to express themselves without feeling rushed. Pressuring them to socialize more can have significant implications for their well-being. They often prefer engaging in deep, meaningful conversations rather than participating in small talk, which they may find superficial and unfulfilling. For them, socializing can be draining, as they tend to expend a lot of mental energy processing interactions and analyzing social dynamics. When faced with pressure to be more social, they may feel overwhelmed or even resentful, leading to withdrawal. It's essential to accept and respect their social preferences, understanding that they may not thrive in large gatherings or casual meetups. Instead, encourage one-on-one interactions or small group settings where they can engage in the types of conversations they enjoy. This acceptance fosters a supportive environment that honors their unique personality. Dismissing their ideas as impractical can be particularly harmful to their creative spirit. INTPs thrive on innovative thinking and often come up with unique solutions that challenge conventional norms. When you label their ideas as impractical, it can stifle their enthusiasm and discourage them from sharing future thoughts. This dismissal may lead them to feel undervalued and misunderstood, which can hinder their motivation to engage in creative discussions. Instead of outright dismissal, it's more beneficial to offer constructive feedback that acknowledges their creativity while providing a realistic perspective. Phrases like, "I love where you're going with this. Have you considered?" can foster a more positive dialogue. By encouraging their innovative ideas, you not only validate their contributions, but also create an environment where they feel safe to explore and express their thoughts. Telling an INTP how they should feel is counterproductive and can lead to frustration. They often process emotions differently than others, relying on logic and analysis rather than immediate emotional responses. When you impose your expectations on their feelings, it can invalidate their authentic emotional experiences and create a disconnect in communication. It's crucial to allow INTPs the space to express their feelings in their own way, even if it doesn't align with conventional emotional responses. Encouraging empathy and understanding of their emotional landscape fosters a supportive environment where they feel safe to share their thoughts. Instead of dictating how they should feel, try asking open-ended questions that invite them to explore their emotions. This approach not only strengthens your connection, but also respects their unique way of processing feelings. Labeling them as difficult can have a negative impact on your relationship and communication. They value logic and often challenge norms, which can come across as confrontational or stubborn to those who don't understand their perspective. When you label them as difficult, it can lead to frustration and defensiveness, causing them to withdraw or shut down in conversations. This label oversimplifies their complex thought processes and discourages them from sharing their insights. Instead of resorting to labeling, encourage open dialogue that allows them to express their reasoning and viewpoints. Phrases like, "I'd love to understand your perspective better," can foster a more constructive conversation. By creating a space for discussion, you not only validate their thoughts, but also strengthen your connection and mutual understanding. Pressuring an INTP to make quick decisions is unwise and can lead to unnecessary stress. They prefer to analyze all options thoroughly, weighing the pros and cons before arriving at a conclusion. This analytical approach is a fundamental part of their decision-making process, and rushing them can feel overwhelming. They often need time to process information and consider various perspectives, which is essential for them to feel confident in their choices. Instead of expressing frustration, encourage patience and understanding during their decision-making journey. You might say, "Take your time, I trust your judgment," to show support. By allowing them the space they need, you not only respect their thought process but also foster a more collaborative and trusting relationship, ultimately leading to better decisions. In this video, we explored 7 key phrases to avoid when communicating with INTPs, including, "You're overthinking it, just go with the flow," and "You should feel this way." Each of these phrases can undermine their unique thought processes and emotional experiences. Understanding and respecting the INTP personality is crucial for fostering meaningful connections and effective communication. By being mindful of how we engage with INTPs, we can create a more supportive environment that encourages their creativity and analytical thinking. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing it with others who might benefit from this insight. Your engagement helps us create more content that explores personality types and enhances our understanding of each other. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.